In a time long before men knew the ways of kings, when the earth was still young and the skies were close to the land, there was a moment when the gods looked down and saw that the people needed guidance. They lived in scattered tribes, each following its own path, and though the land was fertile and the rivers wide, there was no peace among them. Men quarreled over land, over water, and over their gods, for each tribe believed that their own way was the only way. The gods, who had watched over the world since the dawn of time, decided that it was time to send a leader. This leader would not be born of earth, nor would he belong to any tribe. He would come from the heavens, a being of great wisdom who could unite the people and bring them the knowledge they needed to live in peace. And so, one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to shimmer in the sky, a great light appeared in the heavens. It was brighter than the moon, and all who saw it stopped in awe. The light moved slowly, descending from the sky until it touched the ground in the heart of the land. From that light stepped a man, tall and strong, with skin the color of the rich, dark earth and eyes that shone like the stars themselves. He wore no crown, carried no weapon, but there was something about him that made all who saw him fall silent. His name was Kigwa, and he had come from the heavens to guide the people of the land. At first, the tribes were afraid. They had never seen a man like Kigwa before, and they did not understand why he had come. But Kigwa spoke with a voice that was calm and wise, and he told them that he was there to bring them peace. "The gods have sent me," Kigwa said, "to show you the way to live together in harmony. The earth is vast, and there is enough for all. But if you continue to fight, you will destroy what has been given to you. I will teach you how to live as one people, and together, we will make this land flourish." Some of the tribes welcomed Kigwa, seeing him as a gift from the gods. They listened to his words and followed his guidance, planting their crops together and sharing the rivers. Under his leadership, they began to prosper, and for the first time, there was peace between them. But not all the tribes were willing to follow Kigwa. There were those who were jealous of his power, for they did not want to give up their rule. One such man was Mibambwe, a chief of a proud and warlike tribe. Mibambwe had always been strong, and his people had feared him for his might. But now, with Kigwa's arrival, he felt his power slipping away. "Why should we follow this man?" Mibambwe said to his people. "He comes from the heavens, but he does not know our ways. He speaks of peace, but what is peace to a warrior? I say we challenge him. If he is truly sent by the gods, let him prove his worth." Mibambwe's words spread through the land, and soon, there were whispers among the people. They began to question Kigwa's right to rule, wondering if he was truly the one sent by the gods, or if he was just a man like any other. When Kigwa heard of the challenge, he did not grow angry. Instead, he called for a gathering of all the tribes, saying, "Let us meet at the great plain, where the earth is wide and the sky is clear. There, we will settle this matter, not with bloodshed, but with wisdom." And so, the tribes gathered at the great plain. They stood in a wide circle, with Kigwa in the center and Mibambwe opposite him, his hand resting on the hilt of his spear. "I will give you a test," Kigwa said. "Not of strength, but of knowledge. For it is not the man with the strongest arm who will lead this land, but the man with the clearest mind." Mibambwe laughed, confident in his power. "Ask your questions, Kigwa, and let us see who is truly fit to rule." Kigwa smiled and began. "There is a tree in the forest, the oldest and tallest of them all. Its roots go deep into the earth, and its branches stretch high into the sky. Tell me, Mibambwe, what does this tree teach us about leadership?" Mibambwe frowned. He had never thought of trees as teachers. "The tree teaches us to be strong," he said. "Its roots hold it firm, and its branches reach for the sky. A leader must be like the tree, unmovable, reaching for greatness." Kigwa nodded, then turned to the crowd. "The tree is strong, yes, but it also bends with the wind. Its roots hold it steady, but they also allow it to grow, to spread, and to give shelter to all who seek it. A true leader is not only strong but flexible. He knows when to stand firm and when to bend so that he does not break. The people murmured in agreement, for they could see the truth in Kigwa's words. But Mibambwe was not convinced. Strength is all that matters, he said. A leader must be feared. Kigwa shook his head. Fear may bring obedience, but it does not bring loyalty. A leader who rules through fear will find himself alone, for when the people no longer fear him, they will turn away. But a leader who rules with wisdom and kindness will find that his people stand with him, even in the darkest of times. Mibambwe grew angry, but he could see that the people were listening to Kigwa. He knew that he was losing their support, and so he made one final challenge. If you are so wise, Kigwa, then tell me this: what is the greatest power in the world? Kigwa smiled again, for he knew that this was the heart of the matter. The greatest power in the world is not the strength of a warrior, nor the wealth of a king. It is not the wisdom of a scholar, nor the magic of the gods. The greatest power in the world is love, for it is love that binds us together, that gives us the strength to face any challenge, and that allows us to forgive even the greatest wrongs. The crowd fell silent, for they knew that Kigwa had spoken the truth. Mibambwe, seeing that he had lost, lowered his head and stepped back. You are the true leader of this land, he said. I will follow you. From that day forward, Kigwa ruled the land with wisdom and compassion. The tribes came together as one people, and under Kigwa's leadership, the land flourished. The people learned to live in harmony with the earth and with each other, and for many generations, they told the story of the man who had come from the heavens to bring them peace. But one day, after many years of ruling, Kigwa disappeared. Some say that he returned to the heavens, to sit among the gods once more. Others believe that he became part of the land, his spirit living on in the trees, the rivers, and the mountains. But wherever he went, his legacy remained, and the people of Rwanda never forgot the lessons he had taught them about leadership, wisdom, and the power of love. And so, the tale of Kigwa lived on, passed from generation to generation, a reminder that true power comes not from strength, but from wisdom, compassion, and the ability to unite people as one.